Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ramandi Fauzia, and birthday 57. I want to tell and discuss this third meeting of theory that discuss the topic is query with my lecturer, Mr. Rengga Asmara, SCOM OCA. Okay, let's go to the lesson. Objective. So we have purpose in this reason. First, can write subquery with multiple columns, be able to describe and explain the characteristic of subqueries when new values obtained. 3. Can write a subquery in the from clause. 4. Can use scalar subqueries in SQL. 5. Can describe the types of problems that can be solved with using a created subquery. Next, can write the created subquery, perform update and delete rows using subqueries that created, can use the exists and not exist operator, and the last is can use the with clause. Okay, let's go to the math lesson. Main subject. We have main subject here, of course. What is it? Subquery and its use. We will discuss about that. 2. Subquery with multiple columns. 3. Pairwise comparison subquery. Non-pairwise comparison subquery. Using query in from clause. Next, scalar expression. Next, subquery correlation and its use. And the last is query using with clause. So in our discourse now, we will use these tables: departments, employees, subquery and its use, what is it, and how. What is subquery? Is a select statement that attaches as a clause in the SQL statement to another. How is subquery? Let's see the example. This is main query here, and this is the subquery. So it will execute first and then the main query. In the picture above, the subquery or inner query is executed once before playing query. Then the result of the subquery is used by the main query or outer query. This is the example. Select list from table where AXPR operator. We select the select list from table. Next, use of subquery. This is the example. This is the example of using subquery. We'll see. The query above will display the names of employees whose salary is more than employees with employee number 149. Previously, the salary of the employee with employee number 149 not known. For it, we place a subquery that does not value. The unknown can be known, and the above illustration of salary 149 employees is 10,500. You will see like that. It's an unknown, and it's a subquery. Then it's used to compare with the main query to see the result. Here the result. Next. And next subject is subquery with multiple columns. What is it and how? plot. At subquery with multiple columns, each row of the main query compared with the value of the subquery multiple row and multiple column. Here is an example comparison with many columns and rows. This is the subquery, which result is many column and row, and here is the main query. Comparison of column. So in the comparison of column, we have pairwise and non-pairwise. What is it and how? We will discuss it. Next, pairwise comparison subquery. Here is an example of pairwise comparison to show the detail of the data managed by some managers and department are similar to those of by employee number 178. Select employee ID, manager ID, department ID from employees, where manager ID, department ID in the subquery, and employee ID not in 178, 174. So it's pairwise comparison and non-pairwise comparison subquery. Here's an example of unpaired comparison to show the details of employee data is governed by the same manager with the employee number 174 or 141 employees and work in the same department with the employee number which have number 174 or 141. This is the code for the non-pairwise comparison. We will select that, where manager ID is divided and department ID is something query subquery itself. Okay, we'll see what is the difference between pairwise and non-pairwise next. So what's the difference? We'll see like that. It's the subquery and here is the subquery. In the non-pairwise comparison, the query will show all the results when manager ID and manager ID is 174 and 141 and the department is 174 and 141. It will be cross product and of course the result is more than pairwise. So we'll see that. Because it's the question is also, of course it will have the result more than pairwise because every result on the subquery will be crossed with each other, different with pairwise. So this is the difference. Using query in from clause. What is it? This query is also known as inline view because it does not form object database. So it's actually same with another subquery, but it's just the place of the subquery, the place in the from clause. Here the example. The query above displays the names and salaries of employees whose salary is greater of the average salary for employees in the department where he works. And here's the result. Now scalar expression, what and how. Next, what is it? A scalar subquery expression is a subquery that returns only one value of column from one row. How? Here is an example of using a scalar subquery in the case expression. Select employee ID, last name, case, when department ID is here is the subquery. Select department ID from department where location ID is 1800. The result will be 20. And so we will display the employee ID, last name, we and the department ID 20. And here is an example of using a scalar subquery in the order by clause, like that. So in the select from subquery also can be used in the order by. Order by is something to ascending or descending data. Next. Next subject is subquery correlation and its use. What is it and how? Yes. Subquery correlation and its use. Correlated subquery is used for the processing line by line. Each subquery is executed once for each row of the outer query. Here is the schema. Take row of the outer query, run the inner query using the value of the candidate line, and use the value of the inner query to qualify or disqualify the candidate line, and it will be looped. So how? The following example use a subquery to find the correlation of employees' income exceeds the median income in the departments where they work. So here the code. Select last name, salary, department ID from employees which is aliased by order, where salary is greater than the subquery. So we will now looking for the average of salary from employees table, where department ID is same with employees department ID. Sorry. So each current line of our query is processed, the inner query evaluated. Here's what we call subquery correlation. Correlation update. Correlated subquery can also be used to update rows in one table based on rows from another table, as it's called by the correlation update. Here's how to write correlation update. Update table 1 alias 1 set column. Here is the subquery. Select expression from table 2 alias 2, where alias 1 column is alias 2 column. So it will update table 1 and table 2. Sorry, I mean table 2 from table 1. Correlation delete. Here is an example of the use of correlation delete to delete the rows of employees table that are also contained in table and history. Here's the syntax. Delete from employees E, where employee ID is select employee ID from EMP history table, where employee ID is same with employees in the employee ID in the employees table. Next. Next is using axis and not axis. What is it and how? Axis and not axis operators are used to test for the presence of rows in the result set of the subquery. If found, then the search was discontinued in the inner query and condition marked true. If not found, then the condition is marked false and continue the search condition in the inner query. Axis. Here use the axis operator to look for employees who have at least one subordinate. We will display employee ID, last name, job ID, department ID from employees table, where here's axis. And this is the example of not axis. We will display department ID, department name from departments where is not axis. Here the code is to show all departments that have no employees. So from the code we know that what departments that have no employees. That's why we have to use not axis. Next. And the last subject in this lesson, query using with clause. What and how? With clause to get the result of the query block and stores it in a table space temporary user belongs. With clause can improve performance. Examples. Here we can see the code. So the question is to display the name, department, and the total salary for each department, which has a total salary greater of the average salary in any department. With depth cost is alias in this subquery. So we are looking for some employee salary. We alias as depth total, and from two tables group by department name. And now AVG cost is the subquery of we looking for sum dividing by count all the every row. This is the meaning of the syntax. As depth average from this subquery depth cost. And here's is the main query. Select stars from depth cost where depth total greater than select depth average from average cost ordered by department name. It looks more difficult, and we can use another subquery in the normal mode, but whether or not with clause is making the performance of our memory is lighter. Exercise. Yes, we have come to the exercise. Create a query to display the name, department number, and salary of employees that which has the department number and salary equal to the number departments and salaries of employees. We have a condition. Here the answer. Select last name, department ID, salary from employees where department ID salary in. Yours is the subquery, which we select department ID salary from employees where commission PCT is not null. So the commission PCT is not null. Order by department ID. Next, create a query to display the employee name, department name, and salary of employee who have a salary and a commission equal to the salary and commission of employees who have a location ID. The answer is here, the last name, department name, salary from employees is join. We use join because there are two tables using department ID, where salary and VL is a syntax to search that if null value, then it enters by this value, like that. Next question. Create a query to display the employee name, start date for work or hire date, and salary for all employees who have a salary and commission as owned by an employee named Kochar. Like that. We select as usual last name, hire date, salary from employees where commission PCT is not null. In select salary, commission PCT is not null from employees. And last name in Kochar. And because it's string, we use this sign, and last name is not Kochar. Next question. Create a query to display the details of employee number, employee name, and number of staff employees who reside in the city town name starting with the letter T. Here is the answer. Select employee ID, first name, concat last name from employees, where employee ID in here is the subquery. So we display employee ID where department ID is same with department ID and location ID is same with location ID, and location city like T percent. Percent is used for anything char after this T alphabet. Next question. Create a query to display the data of all employees who have a salary that is more of the average salary in the department where they work. That data are shown is employee name, salary, department number, and the average salary in the department where they work, set by average salary. What is the answer? Oh, the answer, we have to use it in the PLSQL. Let's do this. Sorry guys, I haven't opened the Chrome. Maybe we should Mozilla. We are logging in the username of HR. Because I've already done that. So we will only load the script. Here's the query. We will now see like that. We show first name, last name, department ID, and salary. So here the answer. We put that. Next question. So all employees who do not have supervisor. The first way to use is not exist operator, and is the problem can be solved using the not in operator. If you can, how, and if not, why. Okay, let's try. So here the script. Select first name, last name, department name, and salary from employees and department, where department ID in employees is same with department ID in department tabel, and salary in here is the subquery. We select salary from employees and department, where sorry it's number. What is number? We search for number 6. Sorry. Here is the answer. Select employee ID, last name from employees where not exists. Here is the subquery. We select manager ID where employee ID is same with employee ID in employees, and manager ID is not null. King. Yes, King is the supervisor, so he do not have the manager either. And we will answer the sixth big question. It can. Let's see. So it's the same way with the 6a, but we use not in. Is the problem can be solved? Let's see. Oh, it can. So we can use not exist and not in. Next answer. Create a query to display the names of employees whose salary is less than the average salaries in the department where you work. So we looking for the average salaries in the department first, then we can display this who is employees have salary less than the average. Let's see. John, here's the answer. Oh, so many. Next question. Create a query to display the names of employees who have one or more college friends of the department where the college go deeper but have higher salary. So I will The answer is, let's see, we display first name and last name from employees table, while where hire date greater than all of this subquery. So we will compare all of the row. We'll select hire dates from employees where department ID same with department ID and salary is greater. So here is the criteria. Execute. Here's the answer. Next question. Create a query to display the employee number, employee name, and the department name of our exciting employee. It's quite amusing. Execute. Like that. So we can use in the query, in the normal query, but in the question we have to use subquery, so we have to write the code like that. Next question. So the question is, create a query to display the department name for each department, have a total salary above 1 per 8 of the total payroll at the company overall. Use with clause to write the query. Give summary name. With summary as, so we use the with clause summary where the subquery is select all from this subquery department name, sum set of salary, name alias sal from employees and department tables, where department ID is same with department ID in employee, group by department name. And the second criteria where sal is greater than 1 per 8 times then sum of salary from employees. And here is the code to display. Okay. Here is the answer. Department shipping and sales. Next question. Create a query to display employees which has a higher salary than salaries of all sales manager. Job ID is SA main. Sort by number salary from high to low. Here's the answer. Select employee ID last name salary from employees where salary is greater than all of the result of this subquery. Here we put the criteria job ID is SA main. Execute. Here's the answer. So King, Kochar, and Dihan is greater than salary where job ID is SA main. Here is the last question. And it's our end of third meeting. Thank you. See you.